Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to PlayFrame and the case of the Golden Idol, with us two detectives being wicked smart. If you were here last time, you'd have seen.
We're so smart.
How extremely smart we were, and are, still, technically.
Definitely still technically that smart.
For instance, I can tell that this is a hat we've seen before.
Ooh.
And that there's multiple problems for this individual. Some blast of wind going off in here. Also dog.
Also dog.
I don't know which is going to be a more immediate problem for him, but let's find out.
Dog seems real problematic, but...
And immediate, so I feel like the dog's probably going to cause...
Like, the blast is just blowing them back into the dog bite, if anything.
That's true. Accelerating the dog problem. Timeline. The explosive events in the forest cabin. Then again, explosions act pretty fast, too.
True.
Not this horse's problem, though.
Not at all. This horse is chill.
Very relaxed horse. Burkham Workhouse.
Ooh.
Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker. Both. Oakwood Gang. Brawler. Robber. Hardy Abe. Burkham Workhouse. Brawler. How's a cart? Little Billy. Hobbs Gang. Burglar. Enters through chimneys. And Jack Nails. Timberbrook Inn. Burglar. Picklock. Interesting.
Okay. Candy.
Box of confectionery.
I know candy when I see candy.
Hats.
Our mysterious brother is the brother of the Brotherhood person is the top right hat, correct?
Double checking. I don't know if I don't know if any of these are. I don't think any of these are quite the hat.
Okay.
Though I do sense the hats will be important. What's going on in here?
Oh.
Both problems going on in here.
Someone is mourning over a casket. And there is an explosion.
There's a lot going on.
There's
at
a
once.
lot. Oh, not so much okay.
Not mourning, not really a casket.
I was wrong on both counts.
A scarecrow in a wooden coffin. I guess the coffin part is true, but all the rest of it is quite different.
Quite different.
This one's you. I see.
That's David Gorant.
The man is breathing, but appears to have lost consciousness. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. From Edmund Cloudsley.
Ew.
One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick, before they bury him, I do not want to dig up that stiff.
Okay.
Money. Key.
And gun.
Loaded pistol. Okay.
Yowzers.
Okay.
We're into grave robbing now.
I'm guessing this would have been like a decoy to put back in the coffin sort of thing?
That's my guess.
Yeah. By the gods, what was that? And that's a lot.
Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. The infamous gentleman robber Walter Keene, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. This is already the fifth robbery by the infamous gentleman who, as is his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. The reward for catching Walter Keene has been increased to £100.
Okay, noted headwear. Different headwear than this, but...
Yeah.
Headwear still.
And we're a little ways after after Rose's death.
Right, was that the 8th? When was that, September?
That was in, April, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
this
it was.
year.
Okay.
This year.
Go, coin, go! Coin, are you
presume
coin?
You are coin?
Are you coin?
Yeah, because kids opened the door. Coin does not look okay.
No. Coin... Lots wrong with coin.
Lots wrong with coin.
Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Mr. David Gorin, you are in charge of all security and arms. Great job.
Oh.
Mrs. Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. Okay, it's getting very paranoid now.
Yeah.
Understandably, there have been attempts on his life, but also, like, half the people in that house wanted him dead, probably.
Right?
Little Pip, you are in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Ah, okay.
That's got to be horses.
Coin. Well, oh, yeah, possibly.
Black Bestia, it just sounds like...
That does sound like a horse.
Yeah.
Although Golden Doubloon is a coin, so, like, that
True.
could be something.
True. Animals. We'll say animals.
Edmund Cloudsley. Okay.
Okay.
Dog says, You say,
Rah!
A sword.
A Brotherhood ring
A ring with a ruby. Wrapped piece of confectionery.
from the cart.
Loaded pistol. Yes.
All right.
And in here,
Whoa.
we have an explosion.
Oh, goodness. The idol has exploded.
Yeah, well, I guess the
Something.
idol's fine.
Well, no, it has exploded something.
I see.
It's blown up something.
Okay, let's just
Yeah.
one at a time here. There's that which is open.
Busted.
Or busted. No, the door's open this way. So, like...
True, but what's that bright edge on it? It looks like it's been broken.
It does kind of. I mean, it could be that it's catching the light, but yeah, it might just be a thing that's broken. We've got you with a club.
Or at least recently with a club.
Yeah.
See, I told you it was broken.
Right, you are. Something that broken, or maybe.
They
Yeah, I wonder what that, like,
dug
something.
through that. They
Yeah.
broke through that in some way.
Shard of a vase. As
boy.
you. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday, in the Timberbrook Inn and bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. WK.
This is the person who hacksawed through the door.
Right you are with the saw. Idle.
Oh,
Oh, this was set up as like a trap or something. There's like a little 16-pound weight. A small weight is tied to a pull-down lever at the back of the idol.
yeah. They triggered it.
I don't remember if this is the... Probably different symbols.
combination.
Yeah. Fruit.
Ew.
Or, well, a fruit, rotten apple, and a green apple, which to me, for all the world, looks more like a green pepper, but
It sure does.
what do I know?
Oh,
Ooh. Your paranoia is working.
and you're bald now.
Or I think the hair is still, like, he is balding.
Ah, okay.
I think I see some hair back there, though. A pistol, loaded. And a book full of things.
Ooh.
Lots of things. Vacuum V1. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Vacuum V2. Changed symbol. And I think these are the symbols that are on there now, but I'll have to double check. Attempted with this input, and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Okay.
Gold filtering.
Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in an open sea. First step, get gold by aiming at target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. Oh.
One of my grandparents was actually trying to figure out the same thing. Extracting gold from seawater.
Oh.
Yep.
Neat.
I don't think he ever got that far on it. Like, I don't know where he actually landed on it, but it was in like the probably 60s or 70s or something.
Unknown effect 14. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. So it did something which...
Probably rotted it. Or
Probably rotted
unrotted it.
Or that.
I guess rotting it wouldn't be impressive on a dead body, so maybe the unrotting is what is impressive.
Maybe so. Yeah, though the apple does look pretty rotted.
But maybe they were both rotted, and now one of them's back.
True. Maybe it is, yeah, kind of like a...
Maybe he's trying to revive the
revival.
dead.
Yeah. Spontaneous combustion. You cannot combust the
yes.
target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I've performed that before it. Freezing. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere.
Interesting.
Okay. Safety notice. When pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for that input, and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform that input, and it will then turn red afterwards.
Okay. I don't understand what most of that meant, but...
Yeah, there's one more.
Oh.
Tattoo.
Interesting.
Nails, looks like.
Wasn't that the name of somebody on that? There was a list of people.
Oh,
Jack
like
Nails.
Jack Nails. Oh, that's probably you. Okay.
All right.
Well, I think we found all the clues. A smaller.
I don't think we have. I think if you go back to the other room, you'll see there's another. Oh, wait, no, that's the horse.
Yeah.
We've already
Horse
been
outside, unbothered.
My mistake. I was wrong.
Smaller one this time. Oh, but we then get to start figuring this nonsense out. Okay. All right. So we do know that
David
Gorin.
Lydia Smith. Or Lucia Smith. Sorry.
Lucia Smith.
Little Pip.
Right
above Lucia. Coin? Oh,
or
actually.
probably Golden Doubloon.
Golden Doubloon. Yeah.
Don't know for sure. You Nails. Jack Nails.
And Edmund Cloudsley.
We should check the
belongings.
Hats, possibly.
Hats.
Possibly. Or at least
we didn't have names to go along with them, though.
True. Billy Cracker, Brawler Robber, Hardy Abe, has a cart. Little Billy, Hobbs Gang Burglar, enters through chimneys, Jack Nails. Okay, so it's one of these three is the other one. Was there anything more noteworthy about that one?
Hardy Abe is here because club, so maybe Brawler.
That might be.
But that's a pretty dicey assumption to make. I don't feel strongly about that.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that is the one thing he does, like...
It's the only thing he currently possesses.
Yeah, it seems to be like the only identifying thing.
Abe is here. Abe of Berkman. Hardy Abe with Berkham Workhouse cart is here because the cart is here.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's probably Hardy Abe then.
One of them is. But we've got two people.
I feel like this guy seems a little bit more...
He's of the Brotherhood, so
yeah, he seems a little
else.
bit more significant seeming.
Maybe Walter Keane? Oh, no, that's the Gentleman Robber, but it might be him, actually.
Could be. The hat looks...
Check the Gentleman Robber's thing. I think Lucia has it. The mask and the hat.
There is the mask. Like
the hat's different.
The hat is different.
Huh.
A lot about the rest is similar.
And you know people can never change their hats.
Yeah. Held up a coach in the southern road leading out of Westbrook. Robbed all valuables. Kissed a young lady, then left.
He does have a candy from... This guy does have a candy from the cart.
True. Well, from the bag in here.
Yeah, that's in the cart.
Yeah. And maybe it's possibly just interest in hats. Maybe he like why would you have lots of sketches and art of different hats ultimately? Like,
I don't know.
That's...
Why do you have a list of different people's names? We don't really know the
why.
why.
Actually, I feel like that guy is actually potentially the henchman for hire in the region. Is not something that... I don't know why one of the henchmen in the book would have the book listing all of your henchmen for hire in the region. That seems like someone who's not one of this crew hired this bunch. So actually, like, I can see reason in that being Walter Keane, potentially, even though the hat is different.
Wait, there's something in that article about his associates, right? A number of unnamed associates. Okay.
in the latest city style.
So, of the names that we've got...
Which means that the hat might change, actually, from robbery to robbery. 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman, appearing wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style.
Oh, yes, that's fair.
So yeah, it might be a misdirect, but like I could see that being a Walter Keane.
We do have a couple other names, but you're right, they're people in the book. So
And it's correct. Okay.
heck yeah.
But yeah, we do have some other names here. Probably the horse. Well, actually, these are henchmen coming in. For the cart's not something that is owned by
Edmund Cloudsley.
Yeah,
That's true. Sorry. What was I thinking? It was something in the thinking screen. Oh, that's what it was. On the scroll side. Edmund Cloudsley needed a body. No, that's not what it is. Because accomplices.
Needed a blank along with accomplishments delivered a something. Upon entering, blank suddenly blank. Probably clubbed David Gorin. And I'm guessing that would be Hardy Abe, since he's the one with the club. Meanwhile, blanked the amount of blank in a sealed blank. When blank and blank enter the room,
Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of matter or decreased the amount of air in a vase.
Oh, in a amount of air in a sealed vase.
Yeah.
Clever.
I can't remember which one he did to make it explode.
Yeah.
But it's either increased or decreased.
Edmund Cloudsley, when Hardy Abe and Jack Nails entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both.
Yes.
Someone
needed a corpse.
I believe it's decreased.
Decrease the amount? Okay.
We can double check that later, but I believe it's decreased.
Someone needed a corpse.
Yeah, I feel like that's right. Needed a corpse. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse.
David Gorin, along with accomplices, or Walter Keane, along with accomplices. Delivered a coffin. That's what happened. They were tricking Edmund with this fake body.
David Gorin, along with it.
No, Walter Keane.
Oh, I see. Walter Keane.
Because Walter was trying to rob Edmund.
Right.
Oh no. Okay.
2 or fewer are incorrect though, so we're pretty close. Well, let's do this, because this might our increased. There might be some things around here that are a little bit wrong, and this might help clarify a little bit. Book.
Yes. Let us learn.
So successful vacuum.
Decreased the amount of air.
Still not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Okay. And that is
It also didn't create an explosion. So if you look at the book more.
So that is the one he chose. Okay. But yeah, book some more.
That's not the one he chose.
Oh, right, because it's a regular upside down J.
So check the explosion.
Gold filtering. Safety.
That one.
Combustion.
It exploded and glass shards flew everywhere with the freezing. That's freezing water in a sealed vessel.
So yeah, we need to figure out what these mean, because like each of these seems to be attached to a word or action. So like,
I'm not clear on that yet.
So like something like air, like
One of them must be
decrease
gold.
air or something like that. Like, so let's go back to the book. Hang on. Like, decrease vacuum, decrease air.
Okay. What would that one be then?
Decrease. This one simply did not work. Both air and vessel disappeared.
Decrease vase? I mean, that's silly. It wouldn't be vase.
Decrease matter.
Matter. Yep.
Decrease was this one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The other one might be increase.
Yeah, I think it's increase and decrease.
And then, is that one gold?
That one I think is gold. Let's double check.
Yeah, one of them's gold and one of them's water.
Gold.
Yeah.
Increase matter, new symbol that's not listed.
Right.
Yeah, that third one is another modifier to figure out. This is one we do need to figure out. Increase.
That might be water.
Water.
Increase matter.
Or
water.
heat. Increase heat. Decrease heat. Yeah, so that one's heat.
Oh, yes.
And
increase heat water, decrease heat water. Maybe not water. Matter? Do you think that one could be matter?
Is that? Hang on.
Because right now we have the circle thing as matter. But I think you might be right. That I think that might be heat.
Maybe this one, or maybe this one is heat. Maybe it's like increase or decrease matter heat.
Well, pop gold in and we'll find out.
Correct.
All right.
Okay. We're getting it.
So
he decreased the amount of air in a sealed vase. That still feels right?
I think it might be the water thing because water is what exploded. He managed to make water explode when he froze it.
So maybe it was
the
instead.
only thing in that book that talked about explosions was when he decreased the heat in the water and it made it freeze and explode.
Yeah, all right. Maybe we'll do decreased heat, the amount of heat in a sealed.
We can double check that, what I just said in the book as well. It's the 1 over.
Increase.
Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and glass shards flew everywhere.
Right.
So.
By decreasing the amount of heat. Okay, maybe it's the water exploded. No, okay, no, that's not. It was vase. But yeah. Edmund Cloudsley decreased the amount of heat in a sealed vase.
And maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe we need to take the words we figured out on this side and use it to interpret what the actual idol says it's doing.
It's increase
no.
matter.
Sorry, on the actual idol?
No, on the idol itself. I believe it's doing.
Because that's what he did. It's
increasing.
Do we know what that is?
We do. It was one of the first ones we figured out. What was that one again?
I mean,
increase. It was decrease air.
But this is increase air because it's not the decrease symbol, it's the increase symbol. So he increased the amount of air in the vessel. Okay.
Increased.
That's what the idol says it's doing anyways.
The amount of air. There it is. Okay. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keene pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants, and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. And he's losing the hair, though. You're right.
I mean, he is stressed.
Yeah.
He is paranoid and having a hard time.
Very much so.
But he's going through it.
We have completed chapter 2 and have a new little scene thing.
New cutscene.
Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master, Lord Edmund Cloudsley, got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died, bless his soul.
Golly.
That might be a lie.
Yeah, that might be.
This dog's hiding something.
The dog knows everything.
Or nothing. Hard to say with that expression.
You make a good point.
Well, on to chapter 3.
Yes.
The Ascent.
Aliens? There were aliens in this?
I think these are people in masks.
No, they definitely look like aliens. Look at their spacesuit coats.
You're probably right.
They're like spacesuit science coats.
It's the only logical explanation. The strange practices of a secretive society, parentheses, of aliens.
It practically says it right there. Oh, look, we're in Hobbiton.
We are.
Oh.
This clue's been added to the thinking panel.
Tattoos. Probably something to do with the Brotherhood.
Proud feet.
Proud feet.
Hand.
And
Eye.
an eye. And the eye
Okay.
symbol has been all over the stuff we've been doing.
Isn't Dark Hand one of the...
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, one of the names. Okay, you have loaded pistol. You have coil of rope. You have shabby formal coat. A dagger.
To David Gorin for reliable service from EC.
David, the gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume, grab rope and weapons. WK.
WK.
Either David is... So we can only make so many guesses with what we have. Either David was lying, and Edmund Cloudsley is still giving orders going by a pseudonym now, or David's working for somebody else.
William Keene.
William Keene.
The gentleman robber.
Oh, true. Escapes the dog, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, that's David's brand, but this is not David, obviously.
White.
Very red hair.
Another bag. Sword. Loaded pistol.
Fashion of hats.
William Keene definitely here. Clean new coat. A hat. So that might be who... This might be Keene. Possibly.
You think?
Maybe. I don't know.
I guess we haven't seen him with his mask off.
2 footprint trails and something dragged. Probably the person left here.
Yep. And then the footprints go different directions.
Yeah.
They split up after they hid this guy in the bushes. And a secret society.
Wait.
All right. Brothers wear masks. Appropriate to their houses. The Dark Hands, the Proud Beasts, and the Water Snakes. We've seen something with Proud Beast on it in the last chapter.
Yeah, Proud Beast was definitely something that was in one of the letters that was kind of alluding to, secret society stuff.
Yeah.
Brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. Ah, okay. 3 eyes for master, 2 for steward, 1 for initiate.
So our buddy in the woods is a Dark Hand initiate.
Okay. January 5th. Masters, I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic, and with great resolve punished the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin, but the devil had prepared a treacherous trap, and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered his study. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast, only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior David Gorin, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. It was one.
One hound with the weirdest eyes possible.
Some exaggeration happening here a little bit.
I love assassin warrior.
Yeah.
Amazing description.
After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I am forced to go into hiding because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I've recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you the next report. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keene.
So I think David and Walter are in this together.
Oh, that could be.
Because we found both men's belongings with the guy in the bushes, I think they might be the 2 people who put him there.
That could well be.
I don't think they entered that cabin aligned, but I think they left it aligned.
That might be. Masters. Wait, is this before or?
This is after.
After,
I think.
okay.
I think the first one was January of 1789.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now October.
And now October.
I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government, dogs, and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young, resourceful gentleman whom I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well-versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keene.
Interesting.
And then later, I assume, in January,
Yes.
Illuminated Masters, I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-hand brother Walter Keene, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. I am certain that on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. Sir Geoffrey Sinclair.
Interesting. So, Gentleman in the Woods could be Geoffrey Sinclair.
Could be.
Could be Lazarus Hurst. Oh boy.
Okay.
You lot have been busy at the arts and crafts table.
Lots going on here. So let's see. Ring. The man in the mask is not breathing. Okay. So there's like a little test of sorts thing that goes on here.
Oh boy.
The Griffin has spoken.
Very
A ceremonial scepter and ring.
interesting.
Let us await the results from the chamber below. A ceremonial sword.
And a ring.
The Griffin has spoken. A silver tankard with some red wine in it.
It definitely seems like this is some kind of a challenge where they left it up to fate who would die.
Yeah. Does seem that way because we have two sort of barefooted entrant types here that like...
Yeah, they're dressed the same.
Yeah. Griffin has spoken, ruby ring.
Did the one on the floor also have a ruby ring?
I think so, yes. Two cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine, but are almost empty. And yes, ring.
Yeah.
Griffin has spoken, ring, but also a tray with a small vial of unknown substance.
That has a skull on the top of it.
Probably fine.
Cusco's poison, the poison for Cusco.
Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. That's
Yep.
okay. Both drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. Add substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first. Accuser chooses the remaining. Both partake. Okay.
All right.
And
then there are a couple of notes below it as well.
they contain some wine but are almost empty, which suggests then that
Yeah.
defender chose first. Okay, but they both partake at the same time. Right? Okay, never mind. Ritual of Squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. Acquire decorations of the hall, the Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. Ritual of Conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. The sword must be borne by any initiate. Required decorations of the hall, never-tiring teacher, keeper of treasures, mirror of the soul.
Okay, we have a Grim Reaper. I'm not sure if we have a never-tiring teacher. They both require the Grim Reaper, okay.
Yeah.
Keeper of treasures.
Dispute. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. The scepter must be borne by a water snake master. Required decorations of the hall. Right. Ritual of Discord. The houses of the accuser and the defender stand behind their brothers. The scepter must be borne by dark hand master. Required decorations of the hall. These.
Okay, can we double check the first of the two wine cup posters? We're not dealing with a ritual of conflict.
Okay,
Because there is a Grim Reaper, and that one doesn't require the Grim Reaper.
we've got
We've got a key and we've got a book.
Okay. Grim Reaper, never-tiring teacher, feeder of mouths. Doesn't feel quite right. keep your treasures, maybe key.
Yeah.
This feels...
And never tiring teacher is a book.
That feels right.
It's a ritual of dispute.
Okay, ritual of dispute.
So the scepter's borne by the water snake master.
Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. Okay, ritual of dispute. Cool.
Don't know if that's important, but
I'm sure it will be,
out.
but, wait, is this one other thing? No, okay. One other room, though. Let's see.
Oh. Is that...
House. Guy eating. Fish.
Fish house? Plenty... He's dressed inappropriately in both situations.
Yeah. Prepare to receive what you've earned. And we've got pokers, but also like branding to join a thing. And an extra ring to give to the new recruit.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what the lion is for, though.
It's one of the houses.
Okay.
February. Brother, a member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we have decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14th and fulfill your role in the rights of the Brotherhood Council of Masters. Okay, and I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be.
Interesting.
Inception. You must endure the tests of snail, fire, water, tree, administered by Proudly Steward.
Is snail the image of the man with the house on his back?
That makes sense, yeah.
I'm not sure what the others are. Fire, water, and tree.
Eat.
Fish house is kind of water.
Yeah, snail feels right for the first one, so I feel like it's one of these two. And time, water, star?
I mean, admission is what he's here for. So it must be admission, right? Or evaluation, but snail is... I mean... And
the house on the back does feel pretty...
Pretty solidly snaily, right? But this is a guy without a mouth trying to eat.
Yeah. Could be read as a time thing. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Water in either case, and
a star or a tree. Oh,
I guess the sun. Yeah.
And stars at night.
I think it's like the sun providing warmth, the star providing warmth and heat without. Yeah, I don't know. It's very abstract, but I feel like admission does feel like...
Probably what we're dealing with.
I think so. Administered by any master, which is not the most helpful, but...
It's okay. We know that at least one of the... we know some things at this point, and I don't actually know what we know. Like, we've looked at so much, I now can't figure out what goes where.
There's a lot. We'll narrow it down by seeing what the actual,
thinking
things
is.
We need to be solving are. There are empty slots, right? Okay.
All right. I am pretty sure the white coats are masters. The red coats are stewards. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, because they don't have, the number of eyes on them that we can... see easily, I don't think.
Boy.
I don't think.
No. They don't.
No.
The main evidence for who the people in the white coats are comes from the type of ritual we're doing.
Right.
Which is...
Dispute.
So Water Snake Master is the one holding the scepter, which means the white coats are masters.
Okay.
And we can double check that by who's administering...
White coats, master. Where's master? Master and water snake. I'm guessing water snakes are these masks.
Are those
here.
Masks? That tracks. Yeah.
I'm going to guess Dark Hand and Proud Beast here.
Because one of them looks more beastly.
Well, and also, like, this one is branding, like, that's...
With a Proud Beast brand.
Yeah, which might not be, let's see, ritual of admission.
Yeah. That one, the initiate must be Lazarus Hurst, right? That's the only person we've talked about who's being admitted.
I believe... Yes, I believe so. Yes. Lazarus Hurst.
And the ritual of admission must be administered by whom?
I think that one was by anyone, actually. I think that one was the one that would, like, could be any master. Or it could be any... administered by any master. Uh-oh.
Okay.
So he's a master as well and has a different color.
A different coat. Yeah.
But he's a but so we can... So that's a master for sure.
We know it's not Master Watersnake. We know that at least.
That's true, yeah.
Man.
Okay.
That's the ritual of dispute? Was that right?
Dispute, yeah, I believe that's right. Dispute. Okay.
And we know that Jeffrey Sinclair and Walter Keene are the two who are disputing. We don't know who's who, but we know those are the two names for the...
Okay, so now that we got a little bit of a better idea of at least what we're aiming to
figure out,
sort out and solve here, it'll be easier to start pinpointing what we're specifically needing. I do still feel like this is admission, especially given the brands.
Yeah. We know it's either admission or inception. And I simply don't know the difference between those two things. And the pictures, like, none of these pictures look like fire to me.
Yeah, that's the thing that's kind of
but
like...
none of them look like tree either.
Yeah, these symbols are...
deeply confusing.
Very abstract. Like, the snail one, it feels like the one that is like, okay, that is
so
reasonably clear.
Yeah.
And
the fish...
I guess if this was Inception, then this could be a steward in this... then this could be a...
Proud Beast
Steward.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's try that. Let's try that out. I guess we don't know for sure. I guess we could say it's a Proud Beast Steward, but, like, this looks more like it might be looking for... we can see.
It would need to be not ritual of admission,
it would need to be Inception. All right, so that is correct.
Cool.
Inception, Proud Beast Steward. So Proud Beast is right. This
Steward
is still Master. This is still Steward.
And the other would be Initiate, right?
Yes. There we go.
Cool. Okay. So we can fill in the top panel on your side of the screen, our blue masked friend in the red robes is a water snake initiate.
Yeah. It's possible some of these will need to be like
actual
specific
names.
people. And it's these two specifically, I expect.
Yeah.
The rest of these we might be able to just...
initiate.
Or at the very least, we can start by doing that. And then we can replace these with proper noun names as we go.
Darkhand Steward, Darkhand Initiate.
And Master Steward.
Master Proud
Water
Beast.
Snake and Proud Beast. Okay.
All
right. So yeah, because one of these at least has to be a name.
We know that Jeffrey Sinclair and Walter Keene are the two who are in conflict, in dispute.
Yeah.
We can look back to see if we can figure out in some of the writing, there might be some clues as to what group Walter is with and what group Jeffrey is with.
It's very true. Although, so we have a Dark Hand Steward. Initiate. A Dark Hand Initiate here.
Yeah.
who has been.
Oh.
So, like, that leads me to think that
one of these the dark hand initiate is not who he should be.
Quite possibly. Yeah, like someone's been.
That's David
swapped out.
Gorin. That's David Gorin.
This one is?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that thought.
Because he has rigged the game for Walter.
Nice. Nicely put together. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. He rigged the game so that and the guy, the empty slots there with the red-headed guy
Would be a just Proud Beast
yeah.
initiate.
Not Proud Beast. Dark Hand Initiate.
Oh, you're right. Dark Hand initiate. There we go. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Now it is a matter of filling in the story. So,
someone was invited to or challenged to a dispute ritual.
yeah, a dispute ritual.
Walter Keene was challenged to a dispute ritual.
I believe you're right. Walter Keene was challenged to a dispute ritual. He along with
David Gorin.
David Gorin, ambushed Dark Hand Initiate. David Gorin posing as Dark Hand Initiate.
Signaled to
Walter
Keene
with a that we might need to
look for which
with a blank
cup had no poison.
Oh.
Signaled to Walter Keene which cup had no poison. I'm not sure.
Signaled with a. Oh, let's check and see what that.
But you can put Walter Keene in there.
Yeah, I'll do that in a second.
No, right now. Oh.
Silver tankard with some red wine.
How did he make the signal? Can we look at the cups again?
Contain some wine, but are almost empty.
Okay. Tankard? Signaled with a tankard? Is that could that thing he's holding be called a tankard? That doesn't feel right.
No, I don't. Yeah, that doesn't feel quite right. The signaling part we can figure out a bit later. Signaled to
Walter Keene.
Walter Keene.
Jeffrey Sinclair drank the other cup and died.
Jeffrey Sinclair drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile someone passed
Lazarus Hurst passed the Inception ritual to become a Proud Beast initiate.
Yeah. Proud Beast.
Boy, I'm glad I said the right words there, because I was not thinking about it very hard.
Now, something in here I think is probably wrong, given we've not been gotten the two or fewer. Well, I guess we've not filled it all the way. Signaled to Walter Keene with a...
He didn't do it with a scepter or with a sword, because those things are in the hands of the masters. He didn't do it with a tray, because he's not holding the tray. The only other object is a tankard.
I guess so. Yeah. Hey, and that's it. Nicely done.
I wouldn't have called that a tankard, but...
Yeah. Pitcher is what I'd have probably gone for. Tankard feels a little bit more like a just big, like, drinking, mug type thing.
Yeah.
After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual of dispute, he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup and his opponent drank the poison and died.
Awesome.
But unlike that guy, we're doing great.
Yeah. We're awesome at this.
Go team. All right, well, we will continue being awesome at this next time. Thank you all very much. Take care. We'll see you next weekend for some more mystery solving. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.